Novocaine is born with a condition where he cannot feel pain, and after his girlfriend is kidnapped during a bank robbery, he chooses to use those abilities to take matters into his own hands and go and save her. Film fans YouTube, hello and welcome back to the channel. I am Josh, your movie apprentice, and today I am looking at Novocaine. Co-directed by Robert Olsen and Dan Berk, starring Jack Quaid, Amber Midthunder, Nicholson, and Jacob Batalon. This is a film that is absurd in its premise, but it is a film that maximizes the absurd premise. Let's start off straight away with Jack Quaid, who has quite frankly at this point been typecast as this dorky golden retriever energy kind of guy that sometimes plays the little bit of the incel. We have seen him play the incel this year with Companion. We have the reverse with this one, where he plays a dorky guy who just so happens to not be able to feel pain that is, quite frankly, given all the green flags, to use the online term. This is a funny and entertaining movie that does not shy away from brutality and utilizing the premise that he cannot feel pain. Genuinely, he sustains some horrific injuries in this, both self-inflicted and inflicted upon him. It works so well. This guy is not a fighter. If he felt pain, he would have gone down in the first 10 minutes of his vigilante mission, but instead, he is utilizing this small advantage he has over these bank robbers in order to achieve his goals, and it's a very entertaining watch, watching him develop from this very shy guy that is actually trying to be nice to these bank robbers, even when fighting him and they're trying to kill him. He is giving them advice to get burns checked and check for concussions, but over the course of the movie, we see him get more and more impassioned in his rescue mission, and I feel like the absurdity of this film would be lost if it weren't for the villain being equally over the top and chaotic. Nicholson in this is brilliant. You may recognize him from Smile 2, playing the boyfriend in the car in that fantastic scene. He plays the villain in this, and he is so entertaining. He is an unhinged character that is a lot of fun to watch. He is the perfect juxtaposition to Jack Quaid's Novocaine, and those two balance each other out so well. This film fully commits to the absurd nature and really leans into the comedy. If you try to play it straight and narrow, I don't think this film would have worked, but because the film knew it was absurd, it went balls to the wall to really depict that. We see Novocaine dip his hand in frying oil. We see bones sticking out of him. We see him stab himself in order to get to someone else that is holding him down. Like, the wounds he sustains in this are really good. This is a film that had a ceiling, and it does hit that ceiling. That is probably the only flaw I can really say with this. With a premise like this, is only so good the film can get, and there are some inevitable tropes and stereotypes that it does fall into when it comes to its narrative progression. And I do like that the trailer does not give everything away. However, I do feel like the inclusion of Jacob Batalon, it was nice to see him being in a decent movie. For once, it feels like outside of Spider-Man, he's been in mostly tripe. This is very much him back to form, playing a similar character to Ned. His appearance in this could have had a stronger impact if his, let's say, the setup to his appearance, because if you've seen the trailer, you know he's going to be in this. So we kind of get the joke of a revelation long before this joke's punchline occurs, which is a minor negative for me. And I will say it can get a little bit repetitive, especially towards the end. After a while, the comedy of the absurd nature of these fights does wear off a little bit, but it never holds back on the absolute brutality that this film offers up. The two cops going after Novocaine as well are both entertaining. I just wish there was a little bit more closure with one of them. However, it is a fun ride, this movie. This has some very entertaining action scenes, a charming lead protagonist that is highly relatable. There's genuinely a moment where he doesn't realize he's in with this girl, and when she categorically says, "Yeah, I'm coming back with you," his "wait, what?" His reaction is priceless and so relatable. But yeah, Novocaine is a film that has this absolutely bonkers premise, and it only works because the film leans into the premise, does not apologize for the brutality in this, that there are some quite mean-spirited kills in this because there is a lot of collateral damage that occurs throughout the film's runtime. But I did love the natural progression, and I love the representation of Game of Friends. Like those of you that have Game of Friends out there that you've probably never met in real life, but you feel that bond, this is a film that really reaches out and acknowledges that bond when it comes to Game of Friends. I will say that he does kind of do a lot for this person. They are quite frankly quite fresh in their relationship, and the lengths he goes to save them are absolutely bizarre. But again, this is a film that is absurd in its premise and it's very entertaining. As I've said, it has its ceiling. It's not a sort of masterpiece, but in terms of a fun popcorn flick where every actor is committed to the role and understands the assignment, it is everything you could ask for with a premise like this. And it's rare to see a live action film that's directed by two individuals work out so bloody well. Before I get into my grade, if you like what you're seeing on the channel, click the like button and subscribe for more video reviews that's coming all the time. But without further ado, let's grade this. Novocaine gives us a great performance from Jack Quaid. The supporting cast are full of energy and everyone knows how absurd the film is, so no one ever tries to take it too seriously. I'll say the only time the film tries to get a bit more serious is in the final 25 minutes or so. That's when the film does lull a bit for me, but the ride up to that point has been so damn fun that you can forgive the dramatic elements of it. And whilst it does drag out its final act just a little bit, it's something that I can overlook purely for the entertainment value that Novocaine presented. I'm going to have to say it for me, Novocaine is a good cup of tea. So Novocaine, have you seen it? If you have, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Coming up on the channel, I'm going to be reviewing Flow, which I am very excited to bring you. And we do have Snow White coming out. Don't know if I'm going to review that yet because quite frankly, no matter if I like it or hate it, I'm going to be pissing off someone. So that's going to be interesting. But stay tuned to see if I do review that. And until next time, everybody, I am Josh. I have been Movie Apprentice. And I'll see you all in the next video.